I confess, I have a confession. I forgot my device, my microphone. No, I have. No, I got this, but I forgot the microphone. I was thinking it's.
Sam got all recorded anyway.
Yeah. So sorry about that. Sorry. But you'll probably hear me here anyway because we're quite close, so you'll probably be able to hear me. Apologies. Now, friends, again, we are at our desert experience, remember. And we would like to examine this group of people that decided to come and live in this desert area. If you look around, what do you think these people ate? What do you think these people drank? How can you live in the area where the average temperature is over 100 degrees and the average rainfall is less than 3 inches a year? You gotta be crazy to do that. So why would these people, they probably some kind of different, why would they be so crazy? Why would they be so determined to live in the area where there is no water cooler? Connor, you're cheating. You're cheating. The ancient people didn't have that, you see. The only way they could get water was to block this gully between the hills under us. Can you see there's a pipeline goes right under here? Okay, and they would bring the water, the rainwater, down into their community 3 inches a year. There's no spring. It's not an oasis. There's no spring here whatsoever. So would that remind you of somebody who was weird in the New Testament?
John Baptist.
John the Baptist. John the Baptist. Not because he was Baptist, but because...
Yeah.
Did I offend any Baptists in this group? I'm so sorry.
No, Baptist.
It's my fault again. Sorry,
That's okay.
friends. Sorry.
Love you anyway.
Yes, Southern. That's right, Southern Baptist. That's sorry. Absolutely. But remember, John was different. What was different about John?
He eat the locusts.
First of all, he lived or ministered in the area where people didn't live. Right? He was in the desert. Okay. His diet was different. His appearance was different. All that was so different about John the Baptist. But he was not the only one. These people were also different. It's a group of people that we know by the Greek name, the Essenes. The Essenes. If you look in the New Testament, you will not find this name nowhere in the New Testament. All right? It's not in the New Testament at all. But we know about this group of people from other sources. But it would be very interesting to examine why these people came and settled here in this village. Any idea that can come to you? I know you don't know, but tell you the truth, nobody knows. Yeah, but why would they come here to live in this particular area?
Were they persecuted?
Isolation, solitary, to be close to God. All right, here's my question. Do you need to be close to God only in the desert? You cannot be next to God in the city. But you're right. There probably was something like that behind. Any other ideas?
Separatists.
Separatists from what?
Judaism.
From Judaism. Yes, they didn't like apparently something about Judaism of their days, and they decided to separate themselves from that. Absolutely, sounds like Southern Baptist, right?
Absolutely.
Never mind. Any other reason? Maybe persecution.
Oh, yeah.
I doubt it. I doubt that this is a prime location.
Right.
No, I doubt it. You see, we're not on the main road. There's no main roads here. There's no water. There's no food. So it's not something.
Distractions to keep from
No
getting
oasis. None.
distractions.
Not even
nothing.
that
No, that's too far away. Too far away. How long it will take you to bring that water? Too far away. No, but all those reasons will be correct. And it was apparently a small group that separated themselves, most likely from the a stream called the Sadducees. The Sadducees. And they came and lived here. And when they were copying the Bibles, they lived here for about 250 years. 250 years until the year 70 AD. Remember what happened in 70 AD?
The temple was destroyed.
The war with the destruction and whatnot of the Jews against the Romans. The Romans were attacking Jerusalem from Galilee, coming from Galilee to Jerusalem. On their way to Jerusalem, guess what they did with these people? They killed them. They killed them. Just before that happened, they were able to hide their writings in some of those caves. Apparently, can you see this cave there in the beginning, the first hill? See there, like crack maybe, or cave, not very deep cave, there's nothing deep here. But that's where they were able to hide some of their writings. Some were found by the Bedouin boy, right? And those flies are so mean. They are anti-Semitic flies because they came from Jordan. They're from Jordan. Okay, and so they were killed and they were never recovered. After 70 AD, they never recovered. This group of people never recovered. Most of them were killed. Some of them became Christians. Some of them were converted, became Christians. Very few, but that's what happened. And so they left those scrolls to us. They are all fragments of the Old Testament Bible. Nothing of the New Testament was found here. Old Testament Bible. We'll talk about this more when we're going to see them in Israel Museum, about the scrolls themselves. But the reason it's interesting to study this group of people because they show us a wider variety of Jewish denominations, groups that existed in the days of Jesus. Even from the New Testament, we read about a number of Jewish groups. Would you remember some?
Pharisees,
Sadducees, Zealots at Masada. Zealots, certainly. Those who were close to Herod, Herodians, those who are aristocratic Jews close to Herod. And this group of people is also an interesting group to study. We think they were mentioned once by Jesus. How do we know that? Remember we said that the word Essene has not been found in the New Testament. However, one of those scrolls is a scroll named the Manual of Discipline that tells us about the community itself, of the community of people here. And we read in this scroll how they call themselves. You might find that interesting. They call themselves the people of light. The people of light. You know what that will make you, folks?
People of dark.
No, you are guys stinky Gentiles. It's me that is in darkness. You're not even in a picture. You see, you're not even in a picture. They will not even talk about the Gentiles. They are doomed. They're not in a covenant whatsoever. It's the other Jews that are in darkness. They need to see the light. But it's just the Jews, you see. There's nothing about the Gentiles there whatsoever. And this name, the people of light, is mentioned once in Luke in the parable of a shrewd manager. Remember maybe this parable. I'm not going to go into the details, but that's the word that Jesus is using, saying that this manager who borrowed some kind of money from a landlord, and then other tenants were borrowing from him, and when he could not return the money to the big boss, he asked for delay, but he would not allow this to the small tenants. Okay, so that's right. So he was called a shrewd manager, and Jesus concludes the parable saying, this is how the people of light treat the others. Very interesting parable. Shows us how the fanatical people treat us. And you can find fanatical people in any religion, even the Christians. Can you believe that?
No.
No? But I'm telling you.
No.
I'm telling you that there are certain groups that are are just like the people of light, who would say everybody else is what?
Wrong.
Doomed
Who's
to
that
the
the
to
Southern
destruction.
Baptists?
Okay, let's not go into the names because I want to get my tip at the end of the show. I said enough already. You know, it's a very interesting parable that will relate to this group because they were extreme. That's an extreme group. Now, why they are extreme group? What makes them extreme? The following. Remember Jesus and John the Baptist. What is their message concerning this salvation? Repent, be baptized, and tell this message of the kingdom to everybody. Right? In other words, you heard about this message, go back to your village and tell everybody about this message. But this is not what these people preached. They said, no. You cannot go back to your village. You're doomed in your village. You got to come here to the desert. Why to the desert? Because that's what Isaiah said, in the desert prepare the way for the Lord. Okay, make path straight for him. Unless you are like us here in this desert, you are doomed. And let me show you how they lived. The most interesting evidence of their life, well, first of all, very, very hot, no water, no food, and the cemetery. They found a cemetery, the next shady place found a cemetery, and the archaeologists found about 300 graves, and they were able to DNA it and find out what was the average age of people that are buried there, that died and buried there. Yes, I know you don't know. Can you guess? 30 years old. 30 years old. Can you imagine? Who is 30 years old here in this group? Or younger? All right, so you guys are a bit younger, fine. We all should be dead long time ago. Can you imagine that? 30 years old?
No.
That's it? That's all. All right, and unless you come and live here till 30 years, you're no good. You're just no good. All right, so that's an interesting group of people called the SC. Since they closed the site, I would like to give you some time to browse. Friends, you can just walk through their village. To the other side, you will see a shady place like that, and then you'll see another cave, number 4, where they found lots of fragments. You will not see none of them because they're all in the museum. So how about if you guys take some 15 minutes, walk around, look around,